Hey everyone, Cpt.AirWolf here, and as promised in my last video, I am back with some more VR content. This time it's going to be a relatively short unboxing video of the new Pimax Crystal QLED VR headset that I've recently acquired. Uh, One thing I will mention about this video is that I'm going to stay away from trying to talk about too much of the actual features and specs of the headset, mostly because I want to save that for future videos where I'll be able to show you guys actually like through the lens and gameplay video and stuff of the headset. So what I'm mostly going to be doing here is just covering what you'll actually get in the package should you decide to order one. So I'm mostly going to be talking about that, and then we'll cover all of the specs and my opinions on them in future videos. So yeah, with that out of the way, enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, hope to share more VR content very shortly with you guys. Thanks. All right, so here's the unit. So everything was packaged in this high density foam, which was really nice. Uh, Everything is well protected, as you can see there, and they had these like plastic bags sealing all of the components, which was really nice. So like no moisture can get in them and stuff. The unit itself is at first glance seems quite large, you know, especially with some of the newer headsets being smaller, obviously. I'm thinking like big screen beyond probably being the smallest one that I can think of at the moment. But don't let that deceive you. Like it's actually surprisingly comfortable, even though it's on the larger spectrum as far as headsets are concerned. I actually own a Vive Pro, which is similar in terms of the size, and the Pimax Crystal is considerably more comfortable than my Vive Pro. So there are two face gaskets provided. The one that you see here is like a smaller one. The actual headset comes pre-installed with another one that covers more of your forehead, which I actually use currently, just because it's a little bit more comfortable as it covers more of your head, so it provides a little bit more support. There's a nice sturdy rubber strap on the top area. That's mostly just for grabbing the headset, which you'll do quite a bit of when you're like taking it off and putting it on, etc. But there's another strap underneath that which you can tighten as well. So here you see me opening the bag. So these are the batteries that come with it. There's 6,000 milliamp, which is quite sizable, and it comes with two of them, which is really nice. So you can keep one in the headset at all times, and you just have the other one on a charger. I'll talk a little bit more in a second of why those batteries are important, but basically, in short, the Pimax has two modes. One is a PC mode, and the other one is a standalone mode. And so in the standalone mode, you don't need to have it plugged into anything at all, so it works like a Quest essentially in that sense. And so that's why you've got the batteries. There's also a smaller battery built into the headset, which allows you to hot swap the batteries, which is really nice. So you could be in the middle of a play session, and if your battery starts to run low, you just yank that out. But for the most part, I play tethered to the PC. I haven't had any battery issues at all because it just stays charged at all time. Next up, I'll take a look at the motion controllers that it actually comes with. These come packaged with the headset, which is a really nice feature. They're quite similar in functionality to what you'd get on something like a Vive Pro, significantly smaller, but they support finger tracking. All of the switches and thumbsticks on them are really premium feeling. Have a nice sort of tactile clickiness to them that you would expect with a product of this price point. But yeah, they are quite nice, and another nice feature too is they have built-in batteries and are quite light. They're much lighter than the Vive Pro versions, which is always a bonus. Another good look at the case here and that foam packaging inside of it. I actually keep my headset stored in there when I'm not using it. I'll probably find a better solution for it eventually, but yeah, it keeps it nice and safe when not in use. So. Here's a look at the instruction booklet that comes with the headset, so you don't get a CD or anything like that. You just get this little quick start guide that takes you to a website once you follow the links or scan the code in there. And yeah, that lets you install all the software you need and whatnot. In this larger box, you get the DisplayPort cable for the headset, as well as a power adapter and a hub. So the way this essentially works, and of course you're all guided on how to install this and set it up via the software that you get installed, which is a really nice touch. But yeah, it's a standard sort of setup in terms of like its connections. That DP cable plugged into the headset on one end. There's also another section of the DP cable to transmit USB power. That can either be plugged into the hub or it can be plugged into your PC directly, which is a nice option. The hub is essentially for people that would rather not use their USB ports. So it will have its own power supply. So you'll see this in a moment here. There's actually a universal power adapter, and here are all the tips for it. And so, yeah, if you travel a lot, this is a really nice feature. But you just find the one that you need for your location, and you can plug the adapter, into any wall outlet, which will power the hub directly and not use your computer for power. And then it's got this other small cable, which I'm about to take out of the package here, and this will plug into the hub on one end and into the headset or into your PC on the other. So this basically just provides a data connection from the PC into the hub, which can then pass into the headset. And so if you're plugging directly into your PC via the headset, you do not need that additional adapter cable. So it's good to have that option just in case. This other package I'm opening here is mostly just USB cables that can connect to, well, actually that's the adapter, but yeah, the other ones are USB cables which can connect into all of the USB-C powered devices. So that's another nice feature of this headset, is that almost everything, I believe actually everything, is USB-C powered and not micro USB. So it's nice to see that standard finally starting to die out, because in my experience, micro USB connections often fail after a while. USB-C seems to be a lot tougher in terms of its longevity. So here's a look at the headset. Really nice build quality. I was quite surprised, and it's deceivingly large. Like when you look at it, you think, oh my god, it must weigh like so much, but it weighs a little bit under a kilogram, but that weight is really well balanced because of the top strap, as well as the fact that some of the weight is actually moved to the back with the battery that you see there. And so it actually is surprisingly comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, I would much rather see Pimax move to smaller form factors, but when you look at just how many features they pack into this headset, it wouldn't have been possible, at least not yet, to do it. The only other company I can think of that is doing something similar, in terms of really small format and great visual quality, is the Big Screen Beyond. But if you look at that headset, it's got to forego on so many features, right? So it's not really comparable. But here you get a good look at the glass spherical lenses in the headset. These are absolutely superb, and to my knowledge, I think it might be one of the first headsets to really provide this level of clarity in a headset. Most use like polymer base lenses and stuff like that, so not gonna get the same kind of visual clarity. The body of the headset is made out of a nice sort of matte, plastic, if you will, but it's sturdy. It's got USB ports all around it for charging, as well as updates and other features. Most of the USB ports will be used for additional faceplates that they're going to provide. I'll cover those in future videos for sure. And this version of the headset that I got also has DMAS speakers, which are higher fidelity speakers that are available to the first couple of people that order one. So that's a nice little feature. And a little cut there to show the additional cables and whatnot that you'll get in the packaging. So on the bottom there you see the USB-C cables I was talking about earlier. So those are for charging either your controllers or your headset. Don't worry about charging the headset unless you're planning on using it wirelessly and stuff. Usually it'll get its power from the hub that you have it connected to. And in the center there is the actual hub that I was speaking about. and it's got lots of USB ports all around it. As you can see there are 3 front facing, there's one on the side, and then on the other side you have the power adapter that you plug in. And it also comes with this little screwdriver and screws. These are actually for changing lenses. So the Pimax Crystal comes with, I believe, 2 or even 3 different types of lenses. And what the lenses do is provide you different FOVs. And so for me, like seeing as how I fly sims, I'm probably going to be investing in the larger FOV lenses so I can get the greatest possible field of vision that I can. And if you use those lenses, you lose a little bit of PPD, right? Pixels per degree. But actually it's quite reasonable. Like with the current lenses that I have now, I have about 105, I believe, degrees FOV with 35 PPD, which is phenomenal. And yeah, I'll be showing you guys some through the lens footage in future videos, just so you can get a better idea. So yeah, that was the Pimax Crystal unboxing. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out the video. I'll see you guys in a future one.